For on 22nd of October this month, Anna lady made a picture at screen so for certain reasons in Tino, Nidino, I'm a tuja because I am minor. Anna, when you admission into Yas Antoine Girls Senior High School, I what so. Now, as part of the school policy, no, Omoye said they demand short hair. Enti una free him crying as oba na utimi no. It doesn't meet their standard as a school. So you go back and have your hair cut. Enti eba sa na say abba we okona okutwa ne chimi. Enti she went to the nearest barbering shop na eho no na video no e sha say circulate. So in the video wa chance on the video no na usu akoye se ase ye hye no so ana oyi ni ti ne enya ade anka na ni je hu nya ya anka obekipinity, but it is the school policy. Enti eba sa no there have been mixed reactions on the internet. Enti quickly no you hear some of the comments ni bia amanfo a share on this particular issue. Well, there is one media influencer, Bongo Ideas. Now let's hear what Bongo Ideas had to say. Or say Ghanaian girl cut hair for character building and moral upbringing. Foreign girl, they are not used to cutting their hair and her hair won't affect her academically. It in your part say ba Ghana had ya any Ghana no. We ye Ghana ni ebe mo twa chinwi. Na emom se we Bruni dia na che se ebe me ja no. Na je se ni school for no anase ni school no can say about one trinity no Bongo Ideas the on so quickly what the Maya also an influencer in the social media space. Now this is what the Maya had to say on this particular issue. I didn't even want to reply, so this was somebody's question. Obusa what the Maya Anna answer now the man with regards to the trending video aircon. But then once we are done with this, we go ahead and also listen to the education minister, Harruna Idrissu, on what he had to say, right, with the video now circulating. Now, let's get back to Odemaya, the comments that he made. I say, did you know that during the colonial era, students in the Ghanaian schools weren't even allowed to wear shoes? So he's asking a question. The rule about cutting girls' hair in secondary school started during that time. It wasn't just about discipline. So according to him, it is not about discipline. Now you go back and listen to what the education minister had to say. So according to Odemaya, it wasn't just about discipline, but it was a colonial practice meant to make it easier to tell the difference between a mulatto, which is mixed race child, and a Ghanaian girl. Now, these are some of the comments. Quickly, there is also one comment from Bridget Otu, or presidential staffer, government communications. Or say, change must happen. I was traumatized because I was forced to cut my hair. The opportunity said, oh no, she had some kind of trauma because she was forced to cut her hair. Anna, Ms. G, also a media personality, this is what she had to say. They say, why I am wearing wigs at 40, yet I am saying students who are less than 18 in public school should adhere to the rules of shaving their hair before admission. Me, I am evidence that you can fix Julie hairstyles, lashes, nails, and wear whatever makes you comfortable after 3 years of senior high school. Otherwise, find your children school that suits your desire. So this is what Ms. G had to say. Now quickly, you go to here. Harruna Idrissu, the education minister, also had to say about this issue.
We will not tolerate it tomorrow, and so long as we are molding character, if we give it to her today, tomorrow it will be shoes, and the next day it will be the way they dress. Therefore, as part of our disciplinary measures, headmasters and GS, you are accordingly empowered to take full control of how students behave. on your campuses. So anybody who thinks that your child will walk into any institution of learning as if that child, forgive my words, was to attend a beauty contest, the school environment is not for that purpose and not cut for that purpose, and we will not tolerate that as an institution. Tobe Chairman, there is a lot of growing indiscipline in our schools, some even with teachers abusing learners. We would not accept that. We would apply heavy sanctions to any teacher who wants to take advantage of a learner. And to the students, you only can walk away from Mauli School with two values: discipline and integrity, and the future is yours.
And this is a minister now. Your question is so long as we are moving character, sir, and you might be saying there, and now they are others so. And I think say from that video, no, and I'm on phone, so I share all my comments. Or say or allow long hair. I say as time goes forward, you know, then there will be laxity on shoes. I am Quranish. Shoes I am Quranish. And even the dress impo our dress. So it is going to be a bigger problem in the future. And you are not there. So long as he remains as education minister, he will enforce teachers say omonhwe ema discipline or any other entena school. So this has been the issue over the weeks, you know, it's been trending. Well, this is what I have to say. Maybe to say a school no 3 years per ana okudi. So in as much as people are saying it will build her confidence, right? It will keep her identity. I think that she should just comply, right? She should just be obedient to it. Even though people have commented that it's an issue of discipline, right? It's an issue of morality. I don't think so. But I think that it's an issue of obedience and compliance. You are going into the school, and this is what the school policy is saying. So in any case, you know, what you have to do is that you have to comply. And like I always say, just 3 years. So after 3 years, you are free to do whatever you want to do. And there are even vacations, right, in between semesters. So minimum why it should be an issue, right? School mono, I don't know what we are really going to do with long hair. And the minister, on top of his submission, says it is not a place for beauty contest, right? And I think that on that side, I kind of agree with him. And the over fear, right, as a young student, you know, as long as you like it, right? And if you but then so long as it is time for school, I was say okate to meet the standard at school na area say free senior high now call union. There is nowhere obi ever force say cut your hair to a certain level. Whether you want to add wigs, whether you want to elongate, emegu otokrana and you will be asem. But I think that so long as we are in a senior high school, and according to the minister, we are molding character, then you should comply. And I feel say, oh yes, wanna ebe save you. So long as when you G school no, school our person wako. And the entire was a issue now, right? A school when you G our person wako. You don't want to go to any other school, and this is a requirement. This is a policy, a long-standing policy, which the school requires every student. Person or admitting say obey. Say obey. So the way our Niji school no person wako, just do it. Right? So say now you'll be forced to go to another school. Well, there is also another side of the story. Me can say own cattle here now. I mean, simply you can just find another school and go. So better because the school is not doing what will favor you. Near all feel say, oh yeah, a bit what you say. But the school no feel say a beboa in molding character. Ubi our opinion, send here. I've read some of the comments to you, any other. But then any school no feel say ama modi character, and the school has a reputation, right, to protect. And if as part of protecting their reputation, they don't want to admit students or more long hair, I mean, just simply comply, cut your hair. Now, someone for now, you can do your hair like whatever you like. And I think that now save the media from all this banter, and people are even resorted to insulting people. It is not necessary. Just cut your hair and then go your way. And interestingly, there is one lady, Nakiyat. She's a big social media influencer. No matter you say but after no so the time I saw or school. And so her, she has this beautiful picture where what Chanitino come on. And no, this natural hair. So I don't think there is any big deal, right? That has to do with this girl issue. You see, we don't have any problem when it is with guys. So, but then it is an issue when it is ladies. Many say, "Sene bema, ana wajani simi, ana yekasu unkucha." And cause this defense are especially most ladies, personal, and kaye hunisa. But because or a lady, and we are attached to ladies, then well, she has so much empathy across the media space. Here, and we bring you more interesting stories. Hi, Island Media Ghana.